a nigga backtrack. All I know, if I die, I'm a motherfucking legend. It's too late for my city. I'm the youngest nigga rapping. Oh my God, oh my God. If I die, I'm a legend. Oh my God, oh my God. If I die, I'm a legend. I'm the one. Why do I feel like the only one? Why do I feel like you owe me one? 6 G.O.D., I'm the holy one. Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah. They've been up for a minute now. You know they all sentimental now. You know they all acting different now. And I just can't pretend. Seen too much. It's so hard for me to let new people in. I can't change. This shit set in stone. They can't live this long. You don't know where you're gonna go. I got this shit mapped out strong when I pull up on a nigga. Tell that nigga back. I'm too good with these words. Watch a nigga backtrack. All I know, if I die, I'm a motherfucking legend. It's too late for my city. I'm the youngest nigga rapping. Oh my God, oh my God. If I die, I'm a legend. Oh my God, oh my God. If I die, I'm a legend. I'm the one.
Liquid means rewind, the gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Yeah.
Is it my car, is it my clothes that make these hoes won't fuck the show? Is it my style, the way I roll, that make these haters won't hate some more? Is it my car, is it my clothes that make these hoes won't fuck the show? Is it my style, the way I roll, that make these haters won't hate some more?
And they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
These hoes won't look in my face, and make these niggas won't be in my place. So tell me, is it my soul that cost 300? Make me have to go to everywhere we touch with a gun. To make a nigga won't hate about a lot of the sun. Maybe it's my style, just the way I come. Or maybe it's these hoes that I don't reach. Maybe it's your sister or your niece. Or I rock my boat with no crease. Or I'm just so broke.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Is it my car, is it my clothes that make these hoes wanna fuck the show? Is it my style, the way I roll, that make these haters wanna hate some more? Is it my car, is it my clothes that make these hoes wanna fuck the show? Is it my style, the way I roll, that make these haters wanna hate some more? Is it my bitch, if it is what's one? Molly bitch up in the city,
The
all
local
one in the
product
country.
from right here in
Niggas
Florida.
so
And they're
hot,
going to stop
number
him
one
right
in the
at the
country.
line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tell me, is it that spring as you see inside when I be high rolling by that make her won't ride? Tell me, is it my style?
Throwing now is Lance.
So wild, plus I'm on right now.
And open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holla at my people
nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So they always talk about playing great team defense, and there's an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot.
On my bundles of crack, or how I made his head flip, man, it rest on the track. Or is it the platinum black I'm about to snatch? Cause you know I signed a deal, just my turn to act. Oh, that them big 24
from the 45 on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Brandon. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. A first down run there by Moster as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. If you look at the play, look at your name in the headlines, you did not want to play those guys. How about what we just saw there? You're going to hold people up, take on into the line, and actually slow and make a tackle on that play. That's big time. Lance will hand off here to Moster. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Some backwoods up out of home and a cup of ice.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
There's some rubber bands up out there too, homie. Yeah.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Six-figure car ain't got no business in this area. If it ain't one thing, it's a motherfucking another. We trapped together, then that's my motherfucking brother. I pay her bills and bad design, but I don't love her. She just play up hard when it's time to smoke. I pull up, pick up that bag and burn rust. I got a sweet tooth, but I stay away from suckers. No boo and Malibu was my last sucker. I fucked her in Russia, I would traffic to this talking.
So quickly all the way up at the
everybody screaming gang, gang, gang. When folks come and get you, you gon' tell on the whole gang. She said, can she fuck me with my diamond shine? If I ain't in the bank, then I'm on the plane. About to go get some money or go spend some money. They stopped me in the airport, had too many bitches on me. They don't want you to live. They don't want you to buy. They push a smile in your face. Yeah, then they pray for you to fall. Hey, young niggas, stay focused. But I really want to crash. Think about where you at. Then think about your past. Yeah, I really came from shit. But I won't change for shit. My bitch say I'm stuck in my ways. My wrist say I've been getting paid. 100 shots. 100 shots. Me and my nigga pull up in 100 drops. My role model used to get 100 blocks. Street niggas in a tuxedo with a mob. She looked at my watch too long, now she see stars. I got so high last night, I did a show on Mars. Yo, bitch ate my dick, I caught her on them bars. My pinky ring extra large. Phones all in the garage. Remember my first Menage? Yeah, Toy and Britney. I'm shopping for diamonds at Tiffany's. Nah, I don't got no sympathy. She blew my whistle like a referee. Broke black nigga remember me until I found out that recipe. Started getting about 10 a week. Finger on the trigger when I sleep. Yeah, nigga, I'd rather you than me. Backseat smoking good weed. 100 shots. 100 shots. nigga, get out your feelings. Your bitch got me sexual healing. Guess who just walked in the building? Came out with 6 bitches. My uncle said this pimpin'. My diamonds always hitting. You looking for your bitch, she with me, nigga, she ain't missing. I told you fuck niggas, stay out my way, but you didn't listen. Stupid ass niggas. Big rock in my watch. And we put extensions in all of the Glock. 100 shots. 100 shots. How the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots? Yeah.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's able to find Miller. And he doesn't quite
How the
make
fuck
it,
you miss a
taking it
whole
with an
100
inside
shots?
leg. Dropped it to 1.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the
on the
passing
floor
game
with
was
a
going to
kill
be in the
Got a
entire
bag I can't
drive.
bag yet because
Nice
it's
change
ill
up
with.
there going to
People
the
mad I
running
pay him
game
a visit,
to get
ain't
him
paid
over
his
the goal
bill
line.
shit. Brain hemorrhage, blunt force trauma, I make him feel that. I rap and seal that. Send out the bricks, they had the Nike schools, got some doing it for the camp. Niggas sold him to the plug, now he shopping behind my back. One thing about that bitch karma, she coming back. If you trapping, keep a strap close. Nowadays, the shit became a trend, and snake your homies out, cause everybody back though, but everybody black though. I let the beans catch a bean, used to vomit off the secondhand crack smoke. Nigga got that PTSD from testing the key. Hope I didn't purchase work from the FEDs. Cause every time I see the judge, it's like a scary movie. Fuck the court, real nigga can't do no jury duty. Internet and alter this shit to a different game now. I don't rap about dead ops, I let his name down. Shame how they blackball Kane, they scratch my name out. I pushed it longer than I expected to get my name out. They wanna take me out the game like Chicago, Black Illuminati, touch big rabbit, streets need a body. I got all of them leeches away from around me. You ain't rich enough to get me in pussy, go up the bounty. Spit some cheese, bitch. Chop a scene, bitch. Threw him up, had him hugging them EMTs, bitch. Turn the witness to Stevie Wonder, ho, you ain't seen shit. Dumb is on the man, those flags, this shit routine, bitch. Built an 88 with a cool knot in my cool socks. Now I push the goon through the boondocks and the coon top. Penthouse in the city, my pops giving me roof top. Told him free my nigga, G, we the whole let the boots out. You feel my energy? They gon' remember me. Never had a friend like me, your enemy, my enemy. Never crashed the whip, it got placed in both shoulders. If he didn't live through that accident, this shit could have been over. They wanna take me out this game like Chicago, Black Illuminati, Afghan doggy, straight off the poppy. I ain't trust him at the dust, I'm like Christopher Montasani. And it hurt my heart to hurt you, but niggas treat me the body, yeah. I don't have these hoes, bitch, get a hobby. She ain't working and you ain't got a wife and you got a Tommy, yeah. I got all of them leeches away from around me. Bulletproof the Escalade, I got iron like Robert Downey, nigga. Yeah.
45-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink. If you give him any
I
type
don't
of
do the
blocking.
chrome hard, I just do the home hard. You can catch a headshot or you can catch a dome dart. Go ahead and put the kids to sleep, this the grown part. But we knew what Billboard was, we had our own chart. Strapped in, they pull a call over, you take your own charge. I ain't never worked for nobody, I sold my own heart. Smoke a fat one in the back, right in my own yard. Playing dominoes with my man, he in the boneyard. Now I can pay for the jet right on my own card. Niggas tryna go man on me, I'm in the zone guard, hand in hand with it. I ain't never played a phone guard. Calisthenics and cardio, just trying to tone guard. Your man got the semi, but he ain't popping. My youngin' got the bricks and the Hemi, and he ain't stopping. Little extra in the beginning to get him copping. He ain't worried, cause if they get him, I get him cocked. He know not to fuck with them bitches, they get him hot then. Stay low, finish the work, he get it drop in. They just wanna be around money, but they're not friends. Until you fall back from them, that's where the plot ends. I've been repping the apple since it was rotten. When you were golden, you could never be forgotten. They gotta ram it, you don't never let the cops in. I can have your funeral in the top 10. A lot of niggas are nice, but they are not him. It's really nothing that you can do to stop him. Calling the God MC just like Rock him. And he done took some L's, but yeah, he got wins.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm working on mine.
Gotta have a space. You gotta have a space. I mean, breathing.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Yeah. With every record, I be asking the masses to tune your hearts to me. I represent intelligent niggas that grew up partially. But lately I've been questioning, second guessing whether or not I've got something to offer since I done eluded poverty. Or has the money watered me down? That truth is hard for me. Like the second time I got cut from the junior varsity. Fighting back tears, I promised to switch gears and said to myself, whatever you do, you won't do it partially. From this day forward, I move with a new ferocity. Ferrari coupe velocity, a fail-proof philosophy. Success is in the effort, so if a nigga tried his hardest, I'm at peace knowing God ain't dealing in this group of cars for me. Some people say that I'm running third, they threw the bronze at me. Behind Drake and Dot, yeah, them niggas is superstars to me. Maybe deep down, I'm afraid of my luminosity. So when you see me on red carpets, I'm moving awkwardly. Posing all nervous, afraid of the judgment. And the thought of showing too much of my day is repugnant. I be keeping my kids away from the gaze of the public. Cause these days it feel like hate is their favorite subject. Fuck it, attitude like a young O'Shea with an AK aimed at your brain, violated, I bust it. I don't play when it come to family, that's one thing I refuse. Pimping their kids out for views or just to be in the news can never be me. I piss in the celebrity tea. God with me on this record, this is Heaven's EP. The tale's official, the best nigga breathing it just failed to hit you. You couldn't tell cause you fell for the bells and whistles. And that's an area I don't excel. I'm from the Ville where young girls talk grown as hell. It's
Set
wrong,
to begin their
never
next
saw one
possession.
person go to
Their
Yale.
defense
But
has done
every
the
nigga
job.
that
Now
I've
it's the
dumped,
offense's
gone to
turn as
jail.
they've got
At
it
least
first and
once.
10. Now a
Proving
throw
we the
here to
ones
his
put
running
these
back.
hunt for the pains we smoke free
And the
blunts
result
inside
here, a
the tree
pickup
trunks.
of 8.
Too much
Leaves them
obvious,
with
no
2 to
wonder
go
these
on
niggas
second
can't keep
down.
up. So saying yes to
It's
a
funny,
feature
throughout
just
the
means
time
I'm
that
about
we've
to
been
eat
together,
lunch,
when we talk
bitch.
with running
I'm
backs
going
about the
for it,
ability
don't
to
never
catch the
shout
ball,
heat
their
punt.
eyes
I'm the
light
one
up when
that
they
you
talk
can be
about
sure
open field
speaking
and
the
having
beachfront.
one-on-one
I'm
matchups,
kicking
don't
my
they?
Yeah,
feet
they
up
do.
while I
And
write
that's
this
the
is
reason
somewhat
why what we just
tropical.
saw, shedding
Supposed to be
those tackles, and
relaxing,
that's
this
what they're
passion
used to
makes
doing.
that
It is,
impossible.
and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover
Supposed to
them,
be
but they
relaxing,
also
this
like those
passion makes that
one-on-ones
impossible.
downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That was good tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just put the rollie right back on my wrist. This mouse came from Drizzy, gave me a gift. Back when the racket was trending like this. They act like two legends cannot coexist. But I never
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, you gotta feel it, baby.
Into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D, and they score the touchdown.
I think we all know the term turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick six, and I don't know, the rest of the second half shaping up to be very interesting. So they throw the pick six, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucks up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw. Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And
Damn, I thought I put it
return
on
as he
fucking
brings
post.
us all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Lance. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover.
Damn,
They
man.
took no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection.
Weak ass fucking
and now we're
play.
looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Real shit. Real shit. I don't want my real niggas feeling.
On 2nd and goal, Lance, he'll swing this out to Mostert. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A handoff to Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They hand this one to Gronk. And he's in the zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
God damn it, man.
Rob Gronkowski, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. My dreams come true. My life in diamonds. Who knew? They'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Turn 7 to a 14. 14.
with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
My new shit sound like a soul train. Took you with him to a soul train. Eric B by the rope chain. RC with the show bang. Tiny Lokes and they go crazy. What you know about the dope game? Was you born in the 80s? Did your mama smoke cocaine? Have you ever seen the whole thing? But you drove to the streets.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. But the crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Slow change, mama still slaving for a low wage. Trying to double up. 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time over was. Double up. I ain't telling no lies, I just...
Back to throw.
I ain't telling no lies, I just...
Pass complete, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right half in order to kick the field goal.
I grew up to be home in the beast, so the more niggas talk, I'ma shine. Might have been way before it's time. Posted with my back against the wall. Life is a bitch, but she mine. The Regs 6'2", she is mine. The West Side 2, yeah, it's mine. What you know about? You post on the wall at the dealership.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
I'll be going to the bank at least 3-4 times.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win.
We keep doing fly shit when the camera's cut. Double up. 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time over was.
And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered. But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
I'll leave it behind if you let me. I'd rather drown just to hold you down. I'd jump off the ledge if you with me. I'll bring you up.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
bars. Stay on my job, grind with my squad. 100 racks on my car, no license at all. No 10 on that thing, nigga, 'cause that's how we ball. All these fuck niggas fraud, suckers and frauds. My circle so small, stick to my script and just ball. Watch I pick up my bitch, and we shut down the mall. Had to pick up the tip, she tried to pay for it all. Bring some yak on my plate, garlic noodles and steak. Bouncing out the ballet, with all these tats on my face. People looking like, hey, black niggas stay in your place. There's some shit they gon' think, there's some shit they gon' say. Got to one brick from my aim.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Put my right hand in Jesus, fly like an eagle, fight with these demons, shine light on my people. This life is a free throw, success is a kilo. My wife is a C-No, but my
Going on first down is Brady. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Brady. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 56 yards. And the Bucs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Rodgers now to throw. I'm cheating for him, keep cheating. 15 missed calls,
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it. It's caught for Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Turn this flick on my wrist froze. AP skeleton with the big stones. If it's no, don't grab no coat. That's coat for coat. If you talking about my workers and dollars, I'm with
the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
Last photograph, Sandy had me on my Urkel.
Patty Mahomes about to fall short a couple hundred. Signed, sealed, delivered. I fought the notary public. She witnessed me sign off on some undeniable numbers.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Selling Croatia to get the leverage. Groundskeepers cutting the grass and clipping the hedges. I took $2 million out the cage down in the desert. Matthew Maddox calling the pit boss, double checking. The numbers all good, just pay me, I'm at the Rhino. Real like the whole fam, goons like Rollo.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
We all grateful for Weezy, but no one more than me.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
With the messages. These days fame is disconnected from excellence.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people going to control this are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
For real. In my city,
back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Comparing meetings, wives get googly-eyed, regardless of what their husbands do to provide. Asking if I know Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. Of course. Pull up to the front of the fleet of Suburbans. Flooded fresh immersion with the Secret Service. Shit is so obvious it defeats the purpose. If this is your hobby, then come and meet your maker. Champagne, ring bells in the streets of Jamaica. Started at the crib, look how far this shit
Now
will
they
take
face
it.
a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And that's facts.
There's Rodgers to
like my
throw.
third cousin. Mansour Muhammad like my real brother.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
If you got a problem with me, gotta walk around it. Used to say I had it before I got it, now I got it all. And being honest, I don't really want to talk about it. And if I didn't have it, wouldn't want to talk about it.
Incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I had it so long, I don't even celebrate it. Negative thoughts don't even enter my inner matrix.
Here we go on
me
4th
still
down
rapping
with
about it if I never made
Rodgers.
it. Damn.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Spend nighttime staring at the sunrise. And my diamonds all hidden like tie-dye. Air Canada sent a nigga when I die. Y'all gonna have to fly in and do your fake crop. First couple rows, you gon' see the real guys. The ones that purchase their vehicles cause of trunk size.
First
the ones that
down.
look at other rappers
It's
like it's
Jones.
lunchtime.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I ain't never let it come to that one
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But none of my brothers can caption that line at all. Kill me, that's talent God wasted. Instant noodle sriracha, I still taste it when mama was too tired of cooking. We had
Here's Brady to throw.
Instant noodle sriracha, I still taste it. Now it's a movie, I'm back in Belange wasted.
And
Niggas
seeing
love
nowhere
chopping my
to
back
throw,
with
he
a
chucks this one away
Big
from
body
Barr.
praise wasn't in the
Incomplete.
car racing.
Now it's
Me and
3rd
Chubbs
down.
drive by,
Good
shorty
coverage
hard
on the
racing.
outside,
Always
and I
had a
think
drop in
that's
the
where he
top when
wanted
it
to
starts
check that
raining.
down to.
Living
But
in
once
the
he saw the
6-8
danger
week
over
sun
there,
blazing.
he just threw
After
that one over
killers was
everyone's
going to
head.
hibernation.
Smart play.
Damn. Rest in peace, dollar bill. How I get a girl still wanna holler still. How I'm so famous, gotta live where they hide the hills.
This is caught by
Everybody that
Evans.
survived got survivor's
And
guilt.
he is going to
My
have the
label got a crew, they
Buccaneers
love me,
first
got a
down
wide
as they're
mills.
able to
My
get
boy
the
Kitchen's
3rd
done
down
looking like a
conversion.
flour mill. You niggas
He's
faces
such a
looking
good
like you
route
drink
runner.
sour
Shows
milk.
it there
And
on
your
3rd
albums like
down.
some
Very
motherfucking
proficient
fire
and a good
drills.
pass.
It's like the
And
shit
you know what
feels
I've
real, but
observed
it's
over
never
the years
real.
in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady going to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
He certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Never perfect, but you know a nigga hard. A rich nigga that'll pull him to the park. Get on one knee and tell the kids that they are stars.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Your funeral was way too soon, as if your mama there.
Brady down the throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Don't act like you wasn't praying for catastrophic collapses. Catalog is immaculate, still running the game. Don't ask me about the practice. Hope you
Coming
go
up
on
at
vacation.
halftime
Don't
in a
ask
little
me
less
about
than 2
relaxing.
minutes,
Not
we'll send
sure
you
if
to
you know what I'm
Orlando, where
asking.
Jonathan
Michael Jackson,
Coachman is
man, I
standing
see it in
by.
the
He'll
mirrors.
have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
I had to get a lot of cribs to get a crib like this, nigga.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's why I'm moving all elusive. These boys on their
Eluding
last
the
resort
pressure
is giving
right.
us all
Nothing
exclusive.
open
Biz
downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers again now.
He ain't come good.
Complete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of
Nobody
physical
show
approach
up.
against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Smoking up some shit you not got walk in my soul. Used to sign for the packs, now I sign t-shirts and posters.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, that's into a double double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it's a
Let's go!
six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see, but the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it, and on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Eat nigga and doing donuts. Ain't nobody show
The Packers
us.
set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half? And that's caught inside the 35. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Can't talk right now, that a girl on hot. What's in them millions?
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
One of my styles, when it comes to make my house, government pictures running around. I'm more important than the president now. Why I always give and don't never want nothing back. Why I miss time with my kids cause I'm chasing these stacks. Hey, why did I just go and spend 30,000 at sex? He just a young nigga. He just a drug dealer. He's just a thug nigga. He's just a rich nigga.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I pull up on my block, 2 million in cost. Nobody from my side of town never did this. $1 billion, the only thing on my wish list.
To throw, it's Brady.
Kiss my dick 'cause I don't kiss, bitch. My whole clique lit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady in the box. Bucks.
Keep it 100, but you keep it 90%. I gotta cut you off, I'm sorry, but I'm off it.
Looking to throw. Brady. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Why did I just go and spend 30,000 in sex?
Brady now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Breaking news, a shooting at a popular tourist spot in Hollywood. Tonight, a rapper is in prison.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Throwing now is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Rodgers now on first down. He hits Adams complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
She call all my cars spaceships. I work the trap in the day shift. Crack baby worth 10 mil.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones.
He ran through 3 people.
14-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
Man, come on, man.
Well, partner, I know this
Come on, man.
I mean, this size,
Come on,
this
man.
intensity usually gets
Come on, man.
I just tell you from experience.
Like, come on now, man. God damn.
You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now Crosby for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
My chain too big to tuck it. My blunt's the size of biggest, spinning paper like I'm puffy. She fuck me, then she lucky. Yeah, she got this super sloppy. I call that bitch yucky. Bitch, don't speak to me in public. Fast money, fast cars. I
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
My young nigga,
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards, halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Nah, I ain't finished, nigga. My office is a trap house in South Memphis, nigga. Riding with a bullet through the city, nigga. I've been selling bags about a 50, nigga. Pinky ring, it cost me
Potential field goal if you're thinking about that. Almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Back to throw, Brady. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars and keep through the next catch right there.
They'll run off 1st down. Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
Stomach, face, eyes, nose, neck. I ain't breaking no sweat. Matter of fact, I don't break it all. I learned too much, no falling off. Absorb it all, I made the ball. Keep some just in case they say the shit her ain't that strong. Fuck, I don't beat it all. Too much mini involved to bring it back. Heavy batch fitness, dog. Usually hit the bathroom, rinse it off before I drop the song. Everybody in the city try to go against me. I stood my ground. Get them now. Shoot back out of town. Trying to make my brother proud by putting another sucker down. What's up now? Niggas whooping, but they don't make no sound. They know we hunting house. Bloody man, bounty over, catching first and catch it in. I ain't got no place to get you right, so I'm always planning your shit. Yo, niggas die, you act like going live, bring them back again. And see like flag ass if you ever turn the flag around. I still don't need no nigga now, and I ain't needing none. I still don't need no nigga now, and I ain't needing none. I still don't need no nigga now, and I ain't needing none. I still need no nigga now, and I ain't needing none.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Ray McCloud to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now, pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
If I want built for this, I let it phase me. Ain't been afraid, my folks depending on for me to make. I'm ATR for life, the leader of the fucking.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11 first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 16. Alert, alert. Watch the screen. Check 24. Check 24.
Here's Roethlisberger. Right back to Freiermuth, complete this time. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It's our time.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Washington. That catch good for only a couple. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Project Fist, living luxury. Now we in luxury. Straight out that bottom, nobody gave nothing to me. Be careful while fucking with me. All of my little brothers, body, they cutting for me. Yeah, they gon' cut you for me. Lay in the cut with them cutters and cut you for free. Say she in love with me. Or say you love, I just want your company. I fall in the club.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down and goal. Roethlisberger. That swung out wide to Harris. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We had to smash some niggas. No silver spoons, we had plastic utensils. He just came home, we still packing his pistol. Die in these streets or get saved by the system. We'll get you some millions, my lifestyle is vision. These hoes ain't gon' miss you. They fuck on your partner, act like they forgot you. That shit how you sit. My girl, she the realest. I know.
They hand this off to Harris, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Cut and run in water. Get inside the trenches, GG, please, we tired of stopping. All depends, I spent the whole next week and a half on walking.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. When the offense reads a blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet, but all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback, a hot route, so to speak.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this time he is in. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckum. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
These niggas, cause they shady. Niggas wanna have my baby. In the 80s, crack baby. That's what raised me. Man, fucking right.
Following the touchdown,
so I got it from the block.
To kick this one away.
I never punch the clock.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Your bitch and told her I'll see you around. Dog just skipped town with 200 down. Dog just poured an 8 in a 2-liter pop. They say dog addicted to these streets just like it's pop.
Here's Roethlisberger.
I can't stop, won't stop.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm is the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Quick slant finding Claypool. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey. Yeah, partially functional. Half of me is comfortable. The other half is close to the cliff, like Mrs. Huxtable. These boys got them hosts.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
School-made food, just eyeing they shit. Wish I was trying they shit. Knowing when mama hit the stove, she wasn't buying that shit. No, I ain't crying a bit. Man, that's just like
the final shot before half for Brady. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Yeah.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get on the field, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I would rather sit up in first class. I admit that a slutty bitch was my first smash. Was an experience, so nah, I didn't wear it out. Always thought my first time
to throw is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. He finds some open field here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the screen pass. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, are chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. You got the screen screen out there, turn into a large gain.
The running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 7. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They hand this one to Gronk, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They only care about a nigga when he writing a rhyme. What? Kenny Lawson, you feeling my pace? They only care about a nigga when he's still in the base. It's like a whip.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Right side, Claypool's got it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them. especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a dump off here complete, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. This is Harris. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Up in the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Ben. Open man, Smith-Schuster is complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell now kicking away after the touchdown. My girl father passed away, so I promised to Mr. Rainey I'm gonna marry your daughter, and you know I gotta thank you for the way that she was brought up, and I know that you were smiling when you seen the car bought her. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Brady to throw. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Brady. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point put through by Succum, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. McLeod now on the return, and he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
That's to Freiermuth. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. We're going into the final play of this game. They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still.
Hoping to reach like each one. When I release trust, if you feel like my shit is weak, when you see me on the street to speak, I refund you. The sample was yelling, loop me. Miss Lil, please don't loop me. Cause I ain't one of these rappers out here frontin' like you got it, nigga. I ain't fucking got it, nigga. Throwing thousands in the strip club with Drizzy. Difference is I'm throwing 4, he throwing 50.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EASports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Next album flop is back to the post office, both of us shit. They're saying that's a real possibility. The thought alone is killing me. I think I need to let it go. I need to let it go. I think I need to let it go, let it go, let it go. I think I need to let it go. Cause nothing even matters. Anticipating rain, I can't make the same mistakes again. Them 90s niggas raped the game and left us with a battered and bruised bitch with a few kids. The pussy loose, but the truth is I love her though she ain't perfect, but who is? Ho saying Cole, you is. Don't be silly, cause really I just a born sinner.